That's why fat people don't box.
Let's go. It's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. I heard about a third fight between you and Apollo. Behind closed doors.
I'm just going to throw a little history before I get into this review. Rocky is a very important movie to me. The franchise itself is, but especially Rocky 1. It is the ultimate story of an underdog making it to the top. I was shown that movie when I was a kid, and to me, it always had this message that if you want to do something, you got to go out there, you got to try, and if you don't try, well, it's your fault. It's not the world's fault. It's not his fault, her fault, anybody's fault but your own. To me, that was something important. It made me who I am. I always think to myself, I am going to do this. If I make it, I've done that. Nobody else got me there. So, to me, that is the message of Rocky. With these sequels of Rocky, they've all been pretty entertaining. Rocky 2 being, pretty mildly entertaining. And then 3, 4, and 5, well, 3 and 4 being kind of more of a goofy. And then 5 just being trash. And Rocky Balboa, to me, really brought it back on an emotional level. Yes, the fight was okay at best. But the emotional stakes in that movie were really high. And I loved that it was kind of a final Rocky movie about Balboa. So here comes Creed, and you're wondering, is this good? I mean, it's basically a spin-off of the original, or kind of like its own new thing. We're taking the ending, the last pieces of Rocky into it. So it talks about Creed's son, and Creed's son is basically somebody who wants to make a name for himself. So he doesn't even use the name Creed, he uses the name Johnson, and he's like, I'm gonna be a boxer, this is me, judge me on myself. What most people want in life is to be judged by who they are, not who their family is or who they were, who they are now. Michael B. Jordan not only does a good job, he excels at what this character is. Every time this dude goes into acting, he captures a character. You might think he's playing the same person because you've seen him maybe here in Fruitville Station, but they're pretty separately different. Let's also talk about Sylvester Stallone. Where were you, dude? Haven't seen you do something like this since friggin' Rocky Balboa. He is the Rocky that you remember from Rocky 1. He is old, he is kind, he's sweet, he's a little dumb, but he's very, very down to earth, and he's not over the top, and this is Rocky that we love, and he is here to help Creed's son become the next champion, or at least fight. Another thing, I can't get over it. This is probably my favorite feature of the movie. The music. It's a blend of rap, instrumentals, trumpets. It's, oh my god, it's blaring. And you might think, oh, that's too loud. No. The second these boxers are in the ring and they boom and you hear, it's like, whoo, whoo. That was my face. I was a little bit on the edge of my seat. I'm not gonna lie. I was like watching a fucking boxing match. I knew it was acting, but damn, it was so good. The trumpets, the mix of the rapping, the mix with the electronica, all this stuff just made this movie sound so beautiful with all these different sounds coming in. And it just really captured it for me. The music is one of the highlights of the movie. Oh, I gotta talk about it, and you know it was coming. The fights. Okay, so the last fight is beautifully shot. It looks wonderful. I love it. Gives that real gritty feeling. But the second fight in this movie, or I guess you could say the first, but the second fight, the first major fight in the movie, this, woo, I got a little goosebumps in me when I saw this. Thinking like Daredevil's episode 2, the hallway fight scene, man. Oh, okay, so he's in the ring, he's boxing the line, and everything that's happening is one shot. I mean, it could have been broken up into 2, who knows? But the way it was shot made it look like one shot perfectly, and it just, oh, you feel like you're right here. You're like, hey, what's up? What's up, Creed? And then you just see the fists and the blood and the breathing, and everybody's scared, and you see that, you feel the sweat, you can smell it. It's disgusting. I don't know why I said you could smell it. I don't know why. I just felt like I could smell these boxers. It sounds so fucking weird. I could smell it. But really, it's just so intense. The way that scene is shot, oh my god, credit. This fucking director is one of my favorite right now. After Fruitville Station and this, yeah, you're going somewhere. really the only negative I can really think of in this movie, and this is me nitpicking really in the end, is the relationship. It wasn't bad. Actually, I thought the chemistry with them was great. It's the girl from Dear White People, and I loved her in that, and I like her in this. She's good, and she's a good Adrian to Rocky, like she's the Adrian to Rocky, basically. And she does a good enough job, but I just wasn't all that invested in their relationship. I thought they could have done a little bit more, maybe a couple extra scenes. But overall, that was the only negative I really could think of. I just wasn't totally in 100% with that relationship. But Creed is a knockout. I mean, if you're going into this movie to expect a heartfelt message about not giving up, about not taking someone's name and using it, but using the name to show who you are and to show that you just can't give up. You give up, you can't blame anybody else. You fight for what you want. And that's what these movies should embody at all times. And that's what it lost in a couple of movies. But the first Rocky, the essence of that movie has transformed into Creed. And yes, it's a little bit by the books. Yes, the relationship isn't all that invested, but everything about this movie in terms of spirit, in terms of excitement in the boxing fights, the music, I mean, the acting. Just go check out Creed. There's really not much else I can say. If you want a beautifully shot movie with heart and with excellent music, this got to be top of the year. This is one of my favorite movies of the year. So I'm going to go give Creed a 4.5 out of 5. And don't take that as it's not one of the best, because I give very, very little 5 out of 5s. Almost never. 4.5, you gotta be... You gotta be damn good. You gotta be one of the fucking best movies out there. So, Creed, you get a 4.5 out of 5. People, go check this movie out. If you like my video, hit the like button. If you love me, hit that subscribe button. And, again, no outro. But I'm gonna put on some music. Click these videos below. I will never do that again. I am so sorry that I did that.
Shot, it might be my last go. It might be my last chance to get to my last goal. Knowing that I'm better than half of these assholes. I'll remember to collect the second I pass go. Right glow, left blow, hit 'em in the chest and neck.